So right after the hatch, I got a full cage of just baby mantises, and we are gonna make a little enclosure for them. And I've already sorted some of them out, and then right now I'll teach you guys how to make the enclosure for newly hatched mantises. So here are the materials you will need to make the enclosure. You will need a cup like this. Gotta be at least be 3 times bigger than the actual mantis. And then we have some glue and a piece of cloth for them to climb on. So first you would want to dip a little bit of glue, not too much, and then just put it on the lid. And then after that, stick the cloth on it. And wait for it to dry. And then do not put a baby mantis inside there before it dries, because they might think that the glue is water and then they will drink it and eventually die. So I got 4 of them inside here. One is actually already feeding on fruit flies. So right now, I think the glue is dry. We're gonna grab one of them in the cage and then put them inside here. So let's see. Right here. Okay. So you can keep them together, but they would eventually eat each other, so it would not be a good idea. And another advantage of keeping them separately is that you can watch them grow, and then you will not have to worry about cannibalism. So, and as you can see, here is kind of like biting my fingers. That is like, they only do this when they're thirsty. So remember, you have a spray bottle and then just spray the enclosure a little bit and then drop him inside. And you see, they'll start drinking it. So right now, let's talk about this species. This is the giant shield mantis from Vietnam, and then they get pretty big, around 8 to 9 centimeters. And yesterday the egg hatched. First, like about 200 came out, and then after I took the egg out, another 100 came out. So it's around 300 to 500 babies in each egg, which is a huge amount. And then I really do not recommend buying an egg of this species, like if you do not have enough space, because it'll drive you crazy. So you see it's drinking, and then we can slightly move it inside a little bit and then just close the lid. Yep, as you can see, There's a fruit fly inside here, and then always remember to drill holes on the side of the cup because we don't want. And remember, always drill holes on the cup. We do not want it to get moldy inside. And then remember, do not drill the holes too big because the fruit flies might fly out. And then drill 4 holes maximum. And if you drill too much, the fruit flies are gonna fly away, and then you would have to put another one. And let's see if he will actually start feeding. And here are the eggs of the giant shield mantis. It's not that big, but it definitely contains a huge amount of babies. And then one thing is that no matter how bad the egg looks, never leave it outside because always leave it in an enclosure or something, because if you leave it outside and it unexpectedly hatched, you will have a few hundred of them climbing all over the room. Listen to this advice because I left this one outside because I thought it was kind of tiny, and yesterday it exploded with nymph, and then look, I got I got them all over my room. There's one over here, one up there, one right here, and then one over there. So please just, no matter how bad the egg looks, just leave it in the enclosure. It'll be very less work if they hatch inside there.
So right now I will show you a video of them hatching. It's very interesting. When they hatch, they are light green like the color of jade, and after they dry their skin, they would turn into dark green with blackish colors. Reminder, the eggs of this species will not hatch all babies in one day. It takes around 2 to 3 days for all babies to come out, therefore please leave the egg in your enclosure for 2 more days after the big hatch.
And since I got a huge amount of babies and I am in the USA, this is my Instagram. This one's my personal account. And this one is for the bugs. Just give me a follow and then DM me if you want to have any babies. I will give you some for free.